How do you handle college rejections? One thing you have to consider is that rejections is a necessary path to success. My success is stacked on top of failures, and you have to go in with that mindset. When you watch a tree grow or when you watch plants grow, the old cells have to die in order to make way for the new. And while I don't want to get too philosophical here, I do want you to understand that whether it comes to college admissions or life or anything in general, that you have to understand that failure, rejections, and mistakes are critical to your personal growth. So that's the number one thing or factor I would consider when it comes to navigating rejection. The second thing I would consider is that college admissions has extremely low acceptance rates. So if you're a student who's aiming for an Ivy League or Stanford, do know that these acceptance rates are incredibly low, anywhere between 3 to 5% to begin with. So it's definitely not a reflection on your own aptitude or yourself, because why would you want to subject yourself to something that has such low acceptance rates? And the fact that the college admissions process is not perfect to begin with. So keep in mind that if you get rejected, no big deal, right? As long as you give it your all, you put in your best foot forward, and you know within yourself that you gave your best effort in your academic and extracurricular pursuits, there should be nothing to be afraid of, right? Rejection is just a stepping stone to success. The third thing I want to mention is you should strive to apply to as many schools as possible, right? If these acceptance rates are going to be that low, the only way to mitigate these super low acceptance rates is by applying to as many schools as possible to maximize your odds of acceptance. And lastly, keep in mind that there are a lot of great schools out there. Certainly, prestige might be a factor in your decision, but if you're talking about the quality of the education, I can guarantee you that the quality of the education at, say, Johns Hopkins or Northwestern is really no different than the quality of education that you might get at UCLA or Harvard or Princeton or Yale. All of these universities have top-notch faculty. They've got amazing academic curriculum, and they have and incredible extracurricular opportunities and resources for students at these schools. And so the education that you get, at least in the US system, is definitely a launching point to amplify your future career. So keep in mind that college rejections, while they will come, given how competitive it is, keep in mind that it's not a perfect process to begin with. As long as you put your best foot forward and you give it your all, that's really, you can rest in peace. That's really all you need, and that the outcome is really out of your control beyond giving your best effort. If you like the tips and advice that we shared today, definitely hit the subscribe button. We'll be offering more free advice and guidance on the college admissions process.